topic of our presentation is abusive word detection using machine learning framework. In our research, we tried to choose best approach for detecting abusive words and classify the content as positive or negative. Next slide. So the contents of our presentation are introduction, objectives, hypothesis, literature review, methods and data collection, data presentation and results, and last one is the conclusion. Next slide. So let's start with the introduction. We all are part of social media and social network. Today everyone uses social media from younger ones to elder ones. Social media provides a platform for sharing our own thoughts, reviews regarding different subjects. Online social networks connect people from different backgrounds, cultures, and interests. Their contents are rapidly growing, which often leads to uncontrolled communication, and sometimes people communicate with abusive language. So, what is abusive language? It is an expression that contains some dirty words or phrases. This kind of speech can harm to human beings. Abusive content can be related to religion, national origin, gender, or any other thing. So it is necessary to avoid such speech on social network. Few days back, I am looking for some reviews on product which I wanted to buy. While scrolling through reviews, I came across some abusive content which distracted my mind for a minute. So I missed some crucial reviews regarding that product. So idea came in mind that we have to do something to avoid such abusive content. So we decided to propose an approach to detect abusive words and classify the content as positive or negative. Next slide. Objectives. First one is the to analyze and identify best approach in machine learning for detecting an abusive word in reviews and comments. There are so many algorithms in machine learning, and to choose best one is the tedious job. We need a classifier for classification purpose. So the second one is to analyze suitable classifier for sentiment analysis with more and accurate outcomes. Third one is the to study data pre-processing in machine learning for identifying and removing abusive words. Next slide. So here is the hypothesis. As we know, hypothesis is a tentative prediction or explanation of the relationship between two variables. For example, there can be an association between toxic commenting toxic content and human mind, or there cannot be association between commenting toxic content and human mind. Using real-time abusive or toxic word detecting tools in all online social networks and websites will result into less psychological effects, healthy environment and relationships so that people would like to enjoy being connected. Next slide. Here is the literature review. Before starting with our actual work and for selecting best algorithm or technology for our work, we have read some standard papers and referred them for our work. There are so many ways to detect abusive content, but to choose best from them and add something new in it, it is our aim. For choosing algorithm, one of the paper we referred is harassment detection using machine learning, in which they proposed pattern-based approach. After reading all the papers, we choose random forest classifier for detecting abusive words, which is best approach, and naive-based classifier for sentiment analysis. Next slide. Methods and collection. So let's start with data collection. We used one dataset from Kaggle Toxic Comment Classification dataset. The dataset consists of 10,000 instances with comments, out of which 50,726 unique words with their abusive values and corresponding labels. Here you can see the dataset. We tried to show two instances. Here is the comment, and next to that are labels given. The labels are toxic, severe toxic, obscene, threat, insult, and identity hate. And the below shown value, that is 0, shows that if the comment is toxic or severe toxic or something else. We can't use downloaded dataset as it is for our work. The dataset includes some data which is unwanted. So we have done data pre-processing on downloaded dataset. to create another dataset for training purpose. Now, what is data pre-processing? Let's see. Data pre-processing means removal of unwanted data. It includes tokenization, stopword removal, and stemming. Here I have given one example on the slide, that is, I am unhappy, what is this bullshit? Now I am going to tokenize it. Tokenization means what? Split the complete sentence into separate tokens. I have splitted the complete sentence here. Then stopword removal. Stopword removal means what? Firstly, stopword means the words which don't have any meaning. For example, is, and, the, and, or, etc. In my example, the stopwords are I, am, is, this, what. So I'm going to remove that. Now stemming. Stemming means if there is a word amazing with repetition of I or G in it, then converting it into root word. I have given example here, you can see it. So after doing pre-processing task, we got the final dataset for training purpose. Here you can see the dataset. All unwanted content is removed and only meaningful words are maintained with their attributes. Then this dataset is divided into training set and testing set. After completion of training phase, and machine learning model is generated, which is further used for classification. Next slide. Now let's see working of random forest. Random forest is a group of various decision trees, as you can see on screen. Random forest classifies the labeled data. The steps involved in it are: the first step is create bootstrap dataset. Second one is prepare decision trees. Third one is repeat above steps. Fourth one is feed the test data to all decision trees and record their output. Fifth one is output given by max decision trees is the final output. In first step, next slide. In first step, we create bootstrap dataset. As classifier name is random forest, it works randomly. Bootstrap dataset means what? Shuffling of records, removal of duplication, and creating samples. Here I have provided one example, that is, I have mentioned my original dataset as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then my bootstrap dataset is shuffling the elements, means my bootstrap dataset becomes 3, 1, 4, 2, 1. I have provided here bootstrap dataset 0 sample, which we got from working with Python. So here is the bootstrap dataset 0 sample. Here is the matrix of predicted values. Then there is a confusion matrix of bootstrap dataset, and here is the mentioned accuracy. Second step is the prepare decision trees from the bootstrap dataset. Decision trees are generated by calculating information gain and Gini index. The attribute with lower Gini index should be preferred first. At every decision node, consider random subset of elements. For example, if we have 4 features, consider only 2 features as candidate of decision. For each bootstrap dataset, specified number of decision trees are generated. Next slide. We have to repeat first 2 steps and to generate huge number of decision trees. Now, in step 4, we have to feed the testing data to all the decision trees and record their output. The output given by maximum number of decision trees is the final output. I have given one figure here. You can check it and you will understand what I am saying. Here are number of decision trees, and here is the prediction according to their maximum number of output. Next slide. Naive Bayes. So we have used Naive Bayes for sentiment analysis, means to classify the content as positive or negative. In machine learning, naive-Bayes classifiers are family of probabilistic classifiers based on Bayes' theorem with strong independence assumptions between the features. Here is the block diagram given. When we provide the comments to the classifier, the complete comment is provided to classifier, and each word is an attribute itself. So when we start, our block diagram starts here. For each attribute A, each attribute means the word of that comment. Then we check that attribute in the list. Then we find the probability of each attribute and updates the class. So the probability of each word is calculated, and on the basis of true false count, the comment is classified as positive or negative. Here you can see as one example that I have given two comments and the output is shown as upward thumb and downward thumb. The upward thumb is positive review and the downward thumb is negative review. Next slide. Here comes the data presentation and result. So as I mentioned, abusive word detection, the output is here. I have given one example, that is piece of, and then our random forest classifier started. It provides us decision trees with their outputs. The output is given in 1, 1 and 0. 1 means it is abusive and 0 means it is not abusive. The final result is 1 and confidence level is 74%, and the random forest detected that it is a abusive comment contains abusive word. So the error message will pop up on the screen that abusive content detected. Next slide. So here I conclude with my presentation. In this way, we studied that machine learning representation and authentication make automatic revelation of abusive messages in online media possible and ensures building a relevant and clear social media environment. Thank you.